in the Canary Islands like a window open to the Atlantic Ocean from the island of Tenerife. Puerto de la Cruz, a place in the world, stands out over the sea. The town stands on the coast of the La Orotava Valley on the northern slopes of the island. After the conquest was over and when the first Castilians had settled, the then Puerto de la Orotava showed off its open and business-like character, which gave rise to its later independence from the town of La Orotava in 1651. From that moment, it became a cosmopolitan place, which in time was transformed into the town it is today. There are so many attractions setting it apart that Puerto de la Cruz is, without a doubt, a point of reference in tourism around the world. Reason enough for Puerto to receive its thousands of visitors throughout the year. This wealth is the consequence of a perfect balance between its natural charms, the tang of the Atlantic, the seagoing character of its people, its historical and cultural heritage, the modern infrastructure that make it a cosmopolitan town with a European atmosphere, and its highly varied leisure options. The Avenida de Colón, a wide pedestrian thoroughfare full of plant life, along which hundreds of visitors stroll each day, is our introduction to Puerto de la Cruz. Soon we come upon the Martianes Lido complex, a collection of swimming pools and an immense artificial lake with water from the ocean, the work of the Lanzarote artist César Manrique. The pedestrian route runs further along the coast until it comes to the Plaza de Europa, and nearby the Royal Customs House and the fishing port, where the customs and the arts of the sea are kept up, despite the development of the town. It's a perfect cultural mixture. Also on the coast and next to the San Felipe Castle cultural space is Playa Jardín. In this spectacular corner, art and nature come together to offer the visitor the best in terms of relaxation. Also designed by the Lanzarote artist César Manrique, this is one of the main leisure areas of the Canary Islands. Very close to Playa Jardín is the Loro Parque theme park, an absolute must for the visitor and well known in every continent of the world. It has the world's largest and most important parrot collection, and unique shows such as the parrot show, sea lions, dolphins, the fascinating penguinarium, the aquarium with its breathtaking shark tunnel, the gorilla jungle, and around the park animals of almost every species. The interior of the town also has its attractions. Puerto Viejo Street, full of restaurants and cafeterias, is a very important leisure time location for Puerto de la Cruz. And from here you can get to one of the most dynamic areas in the city, La Plaza del Charco. Like many another European town, Puerto de la Cruz has an incredible range of shopping, with leading-edge shopping centers, as well as traditional shops in which it's possible to find any kind of article, making this shopper's paradise even more attractive. Leisure in Puerto de la Cruz is very important, and that's why it offers quality and good taste. And in this regard, the Taoro Casino is an outstanding place. What is more, around and about the Taoro Park is a wonderland of walkways, fountains, and lush vegetation. The town offers a universe of entertainment options which redoubles at night, a moment that acquires an atmosphere all its own, with numerous bars and discos where you can enjoy every atmosphere under the sun. Puerto de la Cruz has many locations from which you can enjoy impressive views, such as the La Paz viewing point up on the Martianes cliffs, from where you can continue towards Camino de la Costa and get to know some of the most beautiful spots on the island while walking among the banana plantations. Plant life also has an important part to play in Puerto de la Cruz. The most important park in the town is the Botanical Garden, a large green area located on one of the access routes. Inside, it houses species from all over the world that have been added since its creation. Fiestas are another of the identifying marks of this place, with its many expressions throughout the year, including the carnival, when the streets of Puerto de la Cruz come alive with an explosion of colour and music, which over the years have made this one of the best carnivals in the world. This is Puerto de la Cruz, a place to visit, a place to live, a place where you will find all you're looking for. Because the people, the climate, the ocean, its art, its natural beauty, and its European atmosphere will show you that that is why Puerto de la Cruz is, above all else, a place in the world. The steps of history have advanced in Puerto de la Cruz, transforming every corner of the town, leaving traces of a splendid past in a unique heritage which comes to life in its streets, the innumerable historic buildings, the people, and above all, the ocean. The Atlantic, which at other times brought to these lands pirates and corsairs, in search of treasures which abounded in this town, of sea, sun, and the trade winds. That past has become the present, but a present with a name of its own, which conserves the flavor, the color, and the texture of its roots. And so today, Puerto de la Cruz is a town that stands in welcome to the world, dynamic and full of life, where culture has sprouted spontaneously, forging a distinguished character that is visible in the artistic expression that can be found in the innumerable cultural spaces, and in the traditions jealously conserved for centuries. Some born of religious faith, others nourished by the customs of the people and their seagoing roots. And the present leads to a future that is palpable in the everyday life of Puerto de la Cruz. Because those steps in history which made this town what it is today advance and bring us European airs which can be breathed and which will always continue to transform and enrich.
You can feel the character of a people in the way they celebrate a fiesta. Puerto de la Cruz is a place in which the people, culture, the climate, nature, and the development of infrastructure find a perfect expression in a fiesta which lasts 12 months a year. Fiestas which go back in time to past centuries. Fiestas which have arisen from the customs of the people, passed on from generation to generation. Fiestas based on religious devotion. Fiestas that keep traditions that even today are lived with enthusiasm. Fiestas that year after year revive the traditions of the seagoing town that is Puerto de la Cruz. And fiestas that make this town the center of the universe, in an explosion of color and rhythm that is the carnival. and the street is always the stage for thousands of citizens of the world who find in Puerto de la Cruz the time and the place. There are places in the world where it would almost seem as though nature and human beings had planned them. For instance, Puerto de la Cruz, the fruit of a dialogue which has been going on for centuries, and which is today expressed in an incomparable town, made to be savoured, and to be kept well recorded in our memories when we leave, alive and awake when we are there. Balance. Because there is no other way to affirm nature. Because there is no other way to be, if what you want is to keep the treasures that have been given to a town which calls you to enjoy your senses to the full in its parks, squares and gardens. All full of colour, harmony and beauty. Water, sun, life that you can smell in every corner, running through the town, rising up above the cliff, that you carry in your eyes when you walk, that is known, discovered. Puerto de la Cruz is a garden.
To think of rest and well-used leisure time is necessarily to think of Puerto de la Cruz. Whatever you may have wished and searched for, you can find in this paradise of leisure. This town opens itself before your eyes, and mixed with the salty aroma of the Atlantic, offers you all the entertainment options you could imagine, because all the ingredients are here. Puerto de la Cruz is a place in the world where elements from all other countries are combined, making it a little treasure at the heart of the Canary Islands. Nature and art, history and culture, sports facilities, good food, extensive areas devoted to relaxation, attractions of worldwide prestige, the enormous range of shops. It all adds up to an immense variety of options to give your free time while you're here in Puerto de la Cruz a special flavour that is palpable 24 hours a day, because in this town nighttime too has a life all its own, a life that is clear from the enormous diversity of atmospheres that surprise those who are here to enjoy this paradise of leisure. Puerto de la Cruz is the place you always dreamed of.